Hello everyone, welcome to the first ever race of EMRL, Emerging Mobile Racing League here in Portugal for the sprint qualifying. This track has 15 corners and we're in the rain as you can see for the sprint. Only one lap quali, so we're following Francesco here. This compressor seems to be leading. Let's see what everyone can do. Onto the last corner. What time is he gonna set? It's at 37.0 for Oscar Fan, who takes pole by 3/10 here in the first ever qualifying. Geruni in second, Tyne in third, have Kozo in fourth, 1 and 3 for Calabria course. Aloxian in fifth for Audi, Aussie in sixth, Compressor in seventh, Strudel in eighth, you have Dog Gamer in ninth, OMRL in 10th, Francesco in 11th, Sunny's in 12th, Kyoto in 13th, Sabercat in 14th, Vinny 15th, Milo 16th, and Spyro rounds up the grid. As we here go over the 5 red lights, and we're on the way as Oscar Fan tries to defend the first place, goes to the inside and covers off Giruni. As Tyne goes up into second, now fighting with Giruni. Giruni gets his place back as Dog Gamers up into fourth. In the back we see Francesco already up into P5, as in the back there's lots of chaos, everyone going off the track. As there's Oscar Fan with a massive lead now, 1-2 for Calabria. Tyne in second, Dog Gamer still in third. 5 for P5. Scozio tries to get into P5 ahead of Francesco, but he now dives into the slipstream and goes up into P3. As he's trying to catch Tyne right now. It's in the back we see Omer Bob and Aloxian fighting for P7. Aloxian going around the outside. Oh, little mistake by Omer Bob there. As he gets into 9th. Now gets on the grass a little bit. As the teammates collide from Zipex. Compressor up into 7th with a good inside line there. The teammates are battling out. Compressor makes a mistake. Aloxian and Aussie on the Kiata get ahead. Ooh, as Gironi makes a little mistake there. Aloxian now up into P6. Good move by him as Compressor goes down the inside. A little pushy there. So we'll see Francesco now down in 4th. And Oscar Fan with a massive lead of 3.2 seconds. At the back here some fighting with Sabercat and Strudel for P13. So we have both teammates from Neon Sunset still battling with each other. Now Milo makes a move on both of them into P9 on the straight. So here Dog Gamer and Aloxian fighting for P7. He makes a little mistake and Aloxian gets passed. At the front we have Compressor and Francesco fighting for P4. Compressor gets past him, so does Giruni. Struggling. So Ozzy has DNF'd from the race. It's in the back here with Strudel. Kyoto are fighting for P9. Strudel gets paused. Kyoto trying to come back at him. Strudel stays ahead. Sonny's in P14. OMRL makes a little mistake on the grass, and he and Vinny gets past him. Here on the last lap of the Grand Prix, Oscar with an amazing drive in the wet. Controlling this lead in a 1-2 for Calabria course for the first sprint race ever of EMRL. Very good drive in those 7 laps. And he's been the most dominant in the wet for this race. And he wins the first ever sprint race of the Emerging Mobile Racing League with 2.7 seconds gap with tying his teammate. Codil with a podium. Compressor in 4th. And Loxian in 5th. And Girouni in 6th. Doug Gamer in 7th. Francesco ends up in P8 after that very good start of him. Strudel gets in 9th. Kyoto in P10. Sailor in P11. Gained 3 places. But no points, I think, for him. Milo in P12. Vinny in P13. Sennis in P14. Sparrow in P15. Web in 16th. And also as qualifying is underway here. Everyone on the soft tires, of course. 3 laps to get the best time as possible. Put your car somewhere in the top. Riding aboard with Girouni there. Goes a little wide. Should go on board with Compressor now for Audi. Good result in the last race. What time is he gonna set? Gonna come across the line. It's gonna be a 35.35 for him because it goes into provisional pole with a 35.1. So riding on board with him now. Oscar Van in P2, just 800s behind him. He runs up, keeping the line as tight as possible. Trying to make an improvement on his time. It's not gonna get it. Strudel goes in the 34s. 34.97 now for him. Where the hell is he? He's there. Yeah, 34.97 for him. Oscar Fang with an improvement as well to 35.05. Aussie in P3 with a 35.07. It's very close with everyone. Strudel now in the flow, I think. Keep it as tight as possible. Now onto the line. Is somebody going to improve their lap time? Yes, Strudel's going to do 34.8. It's a great time when he puts the whole grid 2 tenths behind. It's Oscar Fan in P2. No one in the 34s but Strudel. Aussie in 3rd. With Tyne in 4th. Calabria cars are very good right now. Cozy in 5th. Aloxian in P6. Dog Gamer in P7. Compressor in P8. Milo in P9. Good qualifying by him. Sen is in P10. Kyoto in P11. Vinny 12th. Francesco with a disappointing qualifying for him, I think. In P13. He can do better than that. Sabercat in 14th again. Girouni in 15th. Umbel in 15th. And Sparrow rounds up the grid P17. Alright, is everyone gonna choose their tires right now? So light's gonna go on. Strudel on pole, Oscar Van in 2nd. Strudel covers off the inside immediately. Not fully though, so Oscar Van can maybe dive in it, but he doesn't. In the back, Oscar Van keeps his P3. Ozzy keeps his P3. Oscar Van keeps his P2. Goes on P4. Under pressure from Aloxian. His compressor in 6th. Now open to P5, overtaking his teammate. In the back we have Tyne falling out to P7 already. Francesco already up in P8, making it 5 places. Good start for him. He's now open to P7. So we see the both MP Motorsports side by side, but Vinny lets Milo through. In the back here we see both fast racing cars and Chiato battling with each other. And both Alphas go off track. Oh, huge crash there. As Chiato immediately DNFs. So we're back in the lead, fighting with Oscar Van and Strudo, as Oscar Van has taken the lead on the medium tires, which go 10 laps around here, a minimum. Oscar Van is trying to slipstream with him. Strudo keeps his lead on the sauce, and they have a little gap to P3. Going on back, someone goes off the track. Holy TP. Yes, it's compressor, he needs to DNF. So much lag going on here. Sabre open to P8 after starting in P14. So Aussie DNFs as well for the 2nd time. Not a great start to the season for him. Sunny's here goes a little off. He's dead. His compressor also DNFs with a little lag. As Oscar Van Estrello has a 1.3 second gap over Loxian and Kozil, who are battling for the podium spot here. Oscar Van taking the lead of Strudo, as the soft tires are gonna fall off in some like 2 laps or something. So can he maybe extend his gap? So Aloxian, good job from him into P3. Francesco in P6, good recovery drive from him already, and he's on the mediums. So I think he's going softs his 2nd stint, so he can maybe gain more on the rest. So in the back there's no fighting. Kozil, Tyne has recovered well from his bad start. Now in P4 again. It's in the lead. Oscar Van Estrello is still fighting, but now here for the last podium spot in P3. Aloxian is making Tyne's life hard. As Tyne pushes him all the way to the inside on the straight. But now Aloxian has that inside line and gets past him. Tyne tries to get back at him. Kozil loses the gap a little. Now they're battling. Good racing. Tyne makes a move down the inside, and Kozil can try to switch back, as does Aloxian. As they go into the pits, go for an undercut, Aloxian and Kozil. Going onto the hard tires, Aloxian is, and Kozil is going also on the hard tires. No risks from them. Strudo still keeps his lead, as now Oscar Van, as I say, moves ahead of him, but goes a little wide. They're losing a bit of time now, which maybe can make the undercut from Aloxian and Kozil work, if they stay out of trouble. Oscar Van doesn't want to pit on the mediums on lap 8. Strudo and Tyne are in the pits. Francesco now open to 2nd, but Strudo and Tyne comes out ahead of Aloxian and Kozil. So the undercut is not successful, and now they're on the worst tire. And now they're fighting with each other. Kozo trying to make a move around the outside. Loxian keeps his place. Well done by him. As here we see Milo and Sabercat battling with each other. P7 and Milo is into the grass on the straight. I think Saber is lagging a little bit. Struni is now catching up with him. So there's a 6-second gap between P6 and P7. As time has taken P3 from Strudel. They're gonna get ahead of Francesco and Oscar if they don't keep battling with each other that much. Clean racing from them both. Stein gets ahead. As they chase Francesco down. I think they're going to pit this lap. They've done 11 laps on the mediums. Gonna do 8 laps on the softs. He's in the pits now. They're both in. And Tyne and Strudel get a huge gap on them, naturally. So Oscar comes out in 3rd. Francesco comes down in 6th. So Loxian and Kozo are still battling with each other. Great fight to watch. As Tyne has made a little gap on Strudel here. And here's the guy who's gonna chase them down. Can he close the gap? I think he can. It's a 1.8 second gap to P2, but then still 1 second gap to P1. So now Francesco gets ahead of Kozo and Aloxian. That's crucial for him. He doesn't want to fight too much with him. He wants to close the gap. It's Kozo and Aloxian just can't get rid of each other this race. Not much battles in the back. Yeah, Aloxian and Kozo are the only ones who are very close with each other right now. They have been the whole race. So now seeing on the mini-map that Oscar Van has closed a little to Strudel. Gap's now only 6 tenths. Can he get in the slipstream of him? He gets a good exit. It's not enough right now, but he still has 5 laps. Kozo and Aloxian switch places for the 100th time this race. And some great racing with each other. I think they're enjoying it both as well. At least I am. Francesco can't really close the gap. So Oscar is now on the back of Strudel and gets past him with a great move, great switchback. And now can try to close the gap to Tyne. If Strudel doesn't get past again, that's going to be harder for Oscar. It's crucial to stay ahead right now, and he does. Stays ahead, makes a little mistake, which makes the gap 1.5 to Tyne, so Tyne can maybe stick this out to get a win. It's going to be close. And if Strudel maybe can follow Oscar, we may be having a three-way. Three people to fight for the win. He has to fast lap Oscar. Can Tyne keep his cool? Can he perform under pressure? Oh, Tyne makes a little mistake there on the grass, which makes it very easy for Oscar now to close the gap a little more. tires are also not that good. His Oscars are very soft. It's gonna be another 1-2 for Calabria course. They're gonna have the perfect start. But in what order do they finish? Oh, Oscar makes a little mistake with a tire, maybe kicking in for him as well. Yeah, that's not good for him. Time keeps the lead. It's in the back, Kozo and Aloxian still fighting with each other. And keeping it clean while doing it. It's now Strudel and Francesco are now fighting for P3, both equals driver, and Francesco gets into P3 for the last podium spot. Strudel's tires have given up on him. And Francesco gets past him, and Strudel's maiden podium. He's not gonna get it. As Tyne wins the Portuguese Grand Prix, wins the first ever feature race of EMRL. Oscar Van in second, another 1-2 for Calabria course. As Francesco up in third, Strudel in fourth, Kozo in fifth, and Luxian finishes in sixth. Kozo gets the better of him with that great pedal. Sabercat in 7th after qualifying in P14, Juni in P8, Mino in P9, Gamer P10, Vinny P11, Spyro in P12, OMRL P13, Sunny's P14. Compressor, Ozzy and Kiara DNFing. Yeah, that's it. That was the first ever race of EMRL.